Shalom. Today I'd like to show you a Bible code about the creation of man and how the Bible clearly says that we were created in the image and likeness of Yahuah. The phrase "in our likeness" appears 2 times in this table. The first time, it's in the very top line, which comes from Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And it says, "Then Elohim said, Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." The second time the phrase appears, it's at a skip of 4099, and it's here in this red going up, and it shares the Wa in another word in the top line. Now, Wa is a Hebrew letter that has the numerical value of 6, and 6 is the number of man. And man was created on the 6th day. He was the pinnacle of Yahuah's creation. No other creature is said to be made after the image or in the likeness of Yahuah. Some other words that have to do with similarity is comparing. It's here in this purple lettering, sharing the Wa in the access term. Correlation is here in this blue lettering. And a similar word is matched, which is here in this blue, and it's just one letter difference from the one we just looked at, correlation. Correlation has a yod, and matched has a wa. Other than that, they're exactly the same spelling. Alike is in this orange lettering going up, and it's the same skip as the access term. Here in the purple, going down, is the word valuation. And that means Yahuah has put a high value on man as his ultimate creation. So how are we like Yahuah? What ways are we similar? One way is we are spiritual beings, and spiritual is in this gold lettering. It's sharing letters in other words, so it starts with this resh and goes over to the yod. Personality is in this mauve color. Each person has their own personality and makes everyone unique and special. Intelligibility, we're all endowed with intelligence. We can understand and reason together. To consider or to ponder is in this pink lettering, going across to the right. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 says, "So El created man in his own image. In the image of El he created him. Male and female he created them." Yahuah is the potter who formed man from the dust of the earth. Not only is Yahuah the potter, he is also the animator, since he breathed the breath of life into man, and Adam became a living soul. Since Eve was made from Adam's rib, they most likely would have had the same DNA. It's interesting that the one, Adam, was made into 2 people, and then the 2 became one as man and wife. The word creation is here in this light teal coloring, and their creation is what is being talked about in the top line. The word first is here in this green lettering. Adam was the first man, Eve was the first woman. Headship is here in this green, and it's at a skip of 2, and in the same line as first. And Adam was given dominion over the beasts of the earth, so he had headship or dominion over the earth. The man, or Adam, is here twice. It's in this blue, in the plain text of Scripture in Genesis 1:26. And it's also here in this blue lettering, going down diagonal. Virgin is here in this plum color, going up. Beloved is in this pink lettering, and it's overlapping another word, which is pleasure, which is in the green. going down. So beloved and pleasure. Now Satan knew that we were made in Yah's image, and he set out to tempt Adam and Eve to disobey Yahuah. So here we have the word instruction or teaching, where Yahuah told them what they were to do and what they were not to do. He gave them a warning or an ultimatum, and here is warning or caution in this orange coloring. And then unfortunately, Adam and Eve disobeyed Yahuah's command, and then they were ashamed. Ashamed is here in this peach coloring, and it's in that top line of Genesis 1:26. Genesis 1 verse 28 says, Then El blessed them, and El said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. We have the word Arielle here in this green lettering going up, and that's a name that means El is my El. The word father or parent is here in this blue color, same skip as the access term. To father or to beget is in this green color, and it's sharing the hay with the man, which is interesting because to father, and Adam is the first father of all mankind. Reproduction is in this pink color going up diagonal, and it's very close to parent, which we just looked at. So reproduction and parent. Abraham is in the plain text of Scripture here in the green, and he is the father of our faith. Civilization is here in this purple coloring. People is here in this purple coloring, and it has almost the same spelling as personalities that we looked at earlier. Aleph, Yod, Shin, Yod. Aleph, Yod, Shin, Yod. Peoples is here in this peach color. And then we have two words that are in this diagonal line here, and they overlap. Here is forever, from the lamed to the mem. And if you go from the ayin to the yod, it means universal. So if the creation story is true, it has universal and eternal applications. For one thing, we were not created in the image of a monkey or an ape. We were created in the image of the Creator. Twice we have the word gift or present, and it's here in this teal color, and again here. And Yahuah is the giver of gifts, and he gives his children good gifts. There's a saying out there, and it says, What you are is God's gift to you, and what you become is your gift to God. There are some verses in the New Testament that talk about us being created in the image of God. And Ephesians 4 verse 6 says, Put on the new man, which was created according to El in true righteousness and holiness. Colossians chapter 3 verses 9 to 11 says, Do not lie to one another, since you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, who is renewed in knowledge according to the image of him who created him, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcised nor uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave nor free, but Christ is all and in all. So what this teaching does, being created in the image of Yah, it destroys the arguments of racism, because we're all created in the image of Yahuah. And that concludes this presentation about being created in the likeness of Yahuah. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Shalom.